Now I'm inside a supermarket and I'm about to show you the prices of cigarettes and alcohol, which are both tax-free and duty-free in Cambodia. So we'll start with the alcohol first and then we'll move to the cigarettes. Now, a lot of you may or may not know these brands, and these are the prices below. Vodka is $6.50 and $5.50. We're talking about rum at $8.45 a bottle. These are actually 1 1/4 litre bottles. These are 1 1/4 litre bottles at $10.95. These are incredible cheap at $4.50. $7.80 for these brands. Contraire, $9.60. A lot of these brands you may or may not know, they actually import from almost everywhere in the world. The shop, and I'll tell you the name of it when I finish the series. These are $8.50. Still 1 1/4 litre bottles. There's no tax or duty on alcohol or tobacco in Cambodia, so it's all ultra cheap, even cheaper than the duty free out at the Cambodian airports. These are much cheaper inside these shops. 1 litre Jack Daniels at $21, and $24 for the Tennessee honey. $16.50 for the Johnny Litre red label, and the black label is $31.50. And then we've got the Valentine's at $23. I don't know how these prices compared at home in your country. Then you got $16.50 and $19.50 for these labels, and an incredible $7.95 for label number 5 for Scotch whisky, 1 1/4 litres. Oh, 1 litre, sorry, 1 litre, $7.95. And then you'll go to these brands here, which you may know or may not know. $14, $8, and $8.90 for Sir Edward's whisky. Everyone's favourite, 1 1/4 litres of Malibu is $12, and then we got the Cures, $13.50 for Kahlua, and $12.80 for Bailey's. Then we've got the tequilas at $9.95. $13 and $13.50 for those two there. Southern Comfort, $16.50 for 1 1/4 litre. Now if you're an Australian or New Zealander, you're going to cringe at the next price. Thunderbird Rum Original, $14.50, 750ml bottle. So I don't know what it is in Australia or New Zealand, but $14.50, and it has to be imported from Australia into Cambodia. And the shop's making a profit and the middleman's making a profit, so they must buy it for about $5 a bottle. So there's no tax or import duty on alcohol in Cambodia. The large Geiger Master is $15.50 and the smaller one is $12.30. That's 1 litre and 1 1/4 litre. $10 for this brand here, which everyone knows. And for this gin here, $7.50 for the Gibson gin. I actually don't know that brand of gin, but it's made in London. $12 for Bacardi rum, dark or white. $12.50. I don't know what it is in your country. $12.50 for 1 1/4 Captain Morgan rum, dark and light. Old Nick Cambodian white rum, $6.50. $6.50 for Teacher's whiskey. $9.50 for Martini. Then we've got these gins here. London gin at $8.50 for the 1 1/4 litres. $11.60 for the Gordon's gin, and the Bombay Happy Gin is $18.90. Now I have the Absolute range in 1 1/4 bottles, coming in all different flavours. And they are all $12.30 a bottle, depending on what flavour you want. 1 1/4 litre bottles of Absolute. $7.50. And $18. And that one is $19 for this. And you've got all these others at various prices between $7 and $9. Now I don't know anything about the wines. I'm not a wine buff, but I'll show you some Australian wines. So All mini marts have a huge selection of alcohol at these prices, but this particular mini mart has probably the cheapest in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Probably the biggest range. The biggest range at probably the cheapest prices. We'll get to the cigarettes in a moment. But they've got an extensive range of alcohol from different brands. Now I'll show you some Australian wines that you compare the price. As I said, I know nothing about wines. I'm not make out, I do. I know nothing about wines and how much they cost. But this brand here, Yellowtail, they sell for, in Cambodia, $10.90 a bottle. Now I have no idea how much they retail for in Australia. So if someone knows, they can leave a comment below of how much Yellowtail is in Australia, but in Cambodia $10.90, because there's absolutely no tax or duty on alcohol or cigarettes. And then you have this full selection of wines from, you know, every country in the world, from Chile to France to Italy, New Zealand, Australia. Whoever makes wines, they sell it here. So I'm no expert and I know nothing about wines. Obviously I know nothing about baby formulas, but they sell the full range from Australia. Whatever country makes baby formulas, they sell it. But there is tax on baby formula and all the other groceries, but not on alcohol or cigarettes. And I'll show you the cigarettes in a moment. Now I've just bought this packet of cigarettes. There's 21 in it, and it cost me 50 cents a packet. And I'll open it up and show you. It's got 21 in it. It's an unusual number for cigarettes, but this was 50 cents a packet. So I'll open it up and we'll have a look what the quality is. Now I've just taken the foil off it, and I'll open it up and we'll have a look what we get for 50 cents. I don't smoke, but for those who do, at 50 cents a packet, it must be, for 21 cigarettes, it must be wherever you live or whatever country you are, it must be a dream. It's 50 cents a packet. Now here they are, and I'll take a couple out and show you. Unusual number to have 21. It's either 20, they do sell 30 packets of 30, which are 70 cents. But I bought the 50 cents packet because I don't smoke and I'm going to give them away. So we'll take some out and have a look. So here's one here. So it's got a pretty big filter on it. But for 50 cents, and if you're a smoker, it's good value, I think. They do sell well-known brands, but they're up to about $1.50 a packet. The brands that you would probably buy at home, they sell, but for 50 cents a packet. I don't smoke and I don't know whether it's good value or not at 50 cents. Only a smoker would know. So the carton, you can buy a carton of cigarettes for anything from $5 up to about $11 a carton. So that's it. Unusual number at 21 a packet. Now we'll go to the soda drinks, or soft drinks they call them in Australia and New Zealand. All brands are 50 cents a can. 50 cents, and then we go down to the brands that you name. They're all 50 cents a can. Then we'll go down to Coca-Cola, 50 cents. And then you have them, they come in aluminium cans, 40 cents. And the small ones are 30 cents. Oh, I don't know how much in your country they are, but they're all 50 cents here. Red Bull is 75 cents a can. $1.80 a bottle for Bunties. And then we'll get down to the cruisers. $1.60 for the cruisers, the mixers. And this brown beer here $1.20. And the Anchor beer $1.80. We go to the cans. There's $1.50. Guinness is $1.50 a can, and the Anchor beer is 60 cents a can. Then we go down here, Heineken $1, Tiger beer 85 cents, and the other brand of Anchor is 60 cents a can. Gainsberg is 60 cents a can. And then we'll go to everyone's favourite, Cambodia beer is 60 cents a can. $3.15 for these huge cans of German beer, and the smaller ones are $1.30. But if I put these ones next to a normal Coca-Cola can, you'll see the size of them. Now you can see the size of them next to a normal can of Fanta, and the big cans of German beer are $3.15. So there's a lot of beer there for $3.15. Budweiser beer for those Americans is 90 cents a can, and I have no idea what they are in your country. San Miguel and these extra stout, 75 cents a can if you drink that brand of beer. For those in New Zealand, made in New Zealand, the 1 litre milk here is $2.15. And it's exactly the same for the milk made in Australia. $2.15 for the full cream made in Australia. I don't know what it is in Australia, but $2.15 here. And I think it has to be imported from all the way from Australia into New Zealand. Cambodia, sorry. I don't know what you pay for the large Dove underarm. It's probably sold in most countries, but the very large tin, you can see the smaller tins next door, but the large tins sell for $4.20. But there is tax on everything else except alcohol and cigarettes. I don't know how this compares to your country. If you leave some comments down below and tell me how much it is in your country for the Dove large tins. $4.50, and the smaller tins are $3.50. Colgate Toothpaste $1.25, or the double packs $2.25 for the double ones. They come in 2 in a pack. I have no idea how much it is in your country. So they sell like everything, you know, that the lady needs, and the soaps and the shampoos, and for men. And they sell all the naughty stuff, candies. If you're into coffee, they sell a huge range of coffees. You know, from every country that makes coffee, they sell. Baked beans, $1.10 for that brand, which is the large tins. Lay's potato chips, all the different flavours, $2.40 a bag for that. The large bags, the extra big ones. The smaller ones are $1. The large, $2.40 for Heinz, whatever. I think these are sold in New Zealand and Australia. So the $2.40 for the big tins, $1.40 sorry for the big tins. $4.40 for Skippy. Peanut butter. That's how much is in it. I don't know how much it is in Australia. But they sell, you know, everything here, and it's probably one of the cheapest mini marts in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. And I'll tell you the name when I go out. Whatever you're into, or whatever you eat, they sell it here. A lot of it in bulk. Got all the Pringle brands. And you've got everything for the laundry and the bathroom. Single toilet rolls, 60 cents. I have no idea about these, but the ladies will know. And they sell a range of different, but we're talking $2.40. I have no idea what they cost in your country. I have no idea. I know nothing about them. They sell a huge range, different brands. This is for the wash machine, the very, very large bags, $5.40. I have no idea what the prices are in your country, but they're the very large one, and then you've got the smaller ones up top there. You've got the large and small cans of Raid. I think it's sold worldwide, but the large cans are $2.15, $2.15, and $1.95 for the small ones. And then they sell the glass, the plates, the knives, the forks, everything you want for a kitchen. Just what, you know, whatever you need for your house, your apartment. They sell them all right from ironing board, you know. Whatever you want, they sell it here. 5 kilograms of rice, $2.90. That's grown in Cambodia. I don't eat this rice, but I do have it at home for the girls that stay sometimes. And it's organic, and that's $2.17 a bag of rice. Electric kettle, $12. A toaster, $16.50. All these type of noodles, you know, that come in the container, are all 50 cents a packet, but they're all different flavours. And then you've got the spaghettis and pastas. I mean, it's just a huge range of tin food from around the world. And your olive oils, and your cooking oils, and your fish and everything else. The packet, this type of noodles, 25 cents a packet. So if you're living on a budget in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, or Cambodia, you know, 25 cents. $1.40 this pasta here, $1.40. $1.70 for this brand, and they've got heaps of different brands, and they sell every spice and everything in their own containers. And they got the Kampot pepper and the salt, and they got the grinders, and I mean, it's just whatever you want. They sell it in bulk, or not bulk, but they're separate containers, like plastic ones, bigger than normal. That's $1.55 for that size. So that's their range of cigarettes over there behind the counter. And they've also got houses for rent. The shop's got apartments and houses above the shop, and it's a family-owned business. Mum, Dad and the children work here, so everything's cheaper than the normal supermarket. And they sell cigars and your tissue papers and roll your own, and your tobacco, all at tax-free. So it's cheap. I know nothing about roll your own cigarettes or tobacco, but this is all the different, it's all tax-free, duty-free. So if you want to, I'll zoom in and have a look at some prices. I'll see if I know, I'll pick a brand out that I know. I've heard of Drum, so that's $4.75 for Drum tobacco. So that's it there for $4.75. I know nothing about rolling your own or tobacco, and I have no idea what the prices are. If you know, then leave a comment below and tell me how much it is in your country. But as I said before, there's no tax or import duties on alcohol or cigarettes. Roll your own paper, 65 cents a box. And then you've got your filters. If you want to roll your own. As I said, I know nothing about tobacco or alcohol, what the prices are in your country. I've heard of zigzag, so it's $2.80 for menthol. Looks like there's 150 in there. I don't know what the hell Virgin is at $2.80. That's pretty cheap for a Virgin. There's quite a few New Zealand and Australian bakery shops in Phnom Penh and Cambodia. So there are Australians making bread in Phnom Penh and Cambodia. So most supermarkets sell Australian bread or made by Australians in Phnom Penh and Cambodia. So they have full security here. So the lady behind the counter, the lady that owns the shop, she can see what's going on. This brand here is $1.25 and a little bit thicker, and there's 20 in a box. Now the supermarket we've just been into is called Royal Mart, and I says it's a lot cheaper than any other place in Phnom Penh because it's a family owned business run by mum and dad and the children. So this is the entrance and it's in Street 125, Royal Mart. So you can just Google the search Royal Mart and you'll be able to find it. Sorry, I meant to say 135. So it's on the corner of Street 135 and Street 460. So 135 and 460 right on the corner, and if you go across the road, Royal Mart's right there on the corner. So it's right in the middle of Russia Markets, if you know Russia Market area, and it's probably the cheapest supermarket in the whole of Phnom Penh, Cambodia, because it's a family run business and they can sell things cheaper, but especially alcohol and cigarettes. I find it very hard to find it anywhere cheaper than at this place here, Royal Mart, for alcohol and cigarettes. And as I said before, there's no tax or duty on cigarettes or alcohol in Cambodia. So this is Mystery Cambodia signing off, and I'll leave all my comments down below, and I'll be back at the Sorya Mall, Pub Street 51, tomorrow on the 7th of June. Today is Monday the 6th of June 2022, and I hope you enjoy this video, and subscribe, share and like, and there'll be more of Pub Street type videos, adult content only, coming up tomorrow night. Thank you. Mystery Cambodia signing off. Thank you. Goodbye. And leave all your comments down below about